Hello everyone. Today we are in the chapter 2 and the name of this chapter 2 is System Development Life Cycle. In this section we will know about a life cycle of system development. First we need to know the recognition of need. Recognition of need is the first part of this life cycle. Recognition of need, we need to know what is the problem. This is the factor of recognition of need. We need to survey and investigation to know what is needed. Then, in the result section, we will scope and object the performance of the criteria. The second step is feasibility studies. Feasibility studies are important in the master of mid-level section, which is MIS, which needs the study section and to after study and analyze give the result of the feedback with the feasibility studies. That study will result the cost benefit analysis of design system and objectives. In the feasibility studies we have a formal proposal and a formal argument of the way for actual design and implementation, and many projects die here because in this section after feasibility studies many of companies see their cost, their analysis and their designing scope, and those softwares are not very user friendly to their users. So in this section many of the projects die. This one is the very important question for in which layer the projects are basically die. The answer will be the feasibilities. The reasons are given below. Statement of the problem, summary of the finding, recommendations, details finding, recommendation and conclusion. The major fact is the cost and project schedule and targeted dates. Now the third part is the analyzing part. In the analyzing part we have to analyze that the data which are collected and the data flow diagram, interviews and site observations and questionnaires. Interviews are with the staff of the office. Then on-site observation and questionnaires can generate data to analyze the analyzing part. Then the designing part. It refers to the technical specificities and specifications. It also includes the construction of programs, and program testing are in the designing section. In this section you need to the output design, input design, file design, processing design. If after all the design is accepted, then it will go to the test section, and if not, then we will rebound or add on the project. Then the implementation section. The implementation phase is less creative phase. In this phase we need just to develop the section. Here we need to site preparation and file conversion and ready the project for implementation and then implement it. It is the reality test, because after implementing that the users will use the software. So implementation section is also very important. Now the post implementation and maintenance. After implementing the software, the post implementation and maintenance is a section to train the staffs that how to use the new software and know about them, about hardware and software section. Candidate systems and evaluation maintains the beginning section. So basically the post implementation and maintenance system is to know and uh, aware the users about how to maintain and implement the software. So those are the section of life cycle, software development life cycle. First of all we can go that in this section the life cycle section starts with the recognition of need. Then it will go to the feasibility study phase. Then the third one is the analyzing or analysis phase. Then the fourth one is the designing phase. Then comes the implementation phase. Then comes the post implementation and maintenance phase. Project termination. A system project may be dropped at any time or any period. Basically all the projects are dropped for the cost reasons. Project termination reasons are given below: changing objectives and requirement, benefits realization, then schedule changing and user budget. exceeded time. Requirements are not clearly defined. User was not directly involved, and analysis and programmer both are inexperienced. If the analyzer and programmers are both inexperienced, then the software could not be the best one. Works done under the stress time. Consideration of candidate systems. In the business demand, we also have a major modification that you are working on a store and you need a software. So what will be your major purpose? Your major purpose will be to count the account and the management of groceries. But if this feature is not available in this section, so then what will be the importance of this software to you? Now the policies and the conditions are nothing but some terms and conditions. In planning a project, the following steps should be taken. Each phases and tasks are activities. Calculate the budget for each phases. Review, recover, and summarize the project thesis and report sheets. Then prepare a project progress report in the end of the reporting. Prototyping. Prototyping is a small demo of your project. Suppose you want to develop a software, but you are doing a prototype to see your teacher that you will do a software looks which will looks like this and do these types of works is known as a prototyping. So prototyping is very important to uh, deliver your speech and to go closer to the user, because most of the users are not non-technical, so there will be a difficulty to understand them and to know what they want to get. So prototyping is very important. Here are some points about prototyping. The advantages of prototyping are given below. Those are in user involvement, user feedbacks, high level user satisfaction, etc. On the other hand, disadvantages are it is insufficient analyzing, attachment to process development, incomplete documentation, etc. Advantages of prototyping processing model are reduce time and cost, and improve and increase the user involvement. For a prototype, it will reduce the time and the cost, and it improves the user because the user can easily see the prototype and what is it is doing, so the user can easily understand how the software will work and what is the importance of this software. That's for now. Thank you everyone.